Hello everybody and welcome to another Beyond All Reason video. We are on a interesting map today. We've seen it only a couple of times on the channel and it is Paradise Lost. I love how it's ideally a 5v5, yet I don't think I've ever seen anyone play it in a team game situation. Today we have Akumar again, who last time we saw did very well versus Barcast on Gas Bag Grabbins. Let's see how they deal with water. As we switch over, we have Modulo as well today playing Cortex. And Modulo has started in the very normal position here. We're starting on the land, building a couple of bits, going straight into sea. And Akumar, although doing a similar sort of thing here, has started in not the normal position. Choosing to start there means they're only getting a single metal extractor before walking in the water. In theory, they could have started like, maybe more like Kia, got that one, wind, then walked into water, but it is a further distance. So Akumar trying to get into the water as quick as possible. But due to that, we can see energy being a big problem, and he's already trying to rectify that straight away by building lots and lots of wind. Now, normal position we see is place start here, build metal, walk into water, build factory there, and metal, maybe even factory here. Yeah, one of the two places, but still, they build a bunch of winds all along their shore, because you could build like a con turret here, for example, and then whilst you're building winds around here, this con turret will be able to assist quite effectively. Now, Akumar's position is somewhat similar still, like he could build a con turret here, and actually you get a pretty decent coverage of like around that sort of space, where you'd be able to build winds with pretty good efficiency. Akumar now moving to take all the land vectors at the top that were missed, as well as start making his way forward with his commander. Surprisingly, you don't actually see players often move their commanders forward on this map, due to the fact that commanders' weapons underwater aren't great, and on top of that, they obviously do not have the ability to degun whilst underwater. So, interesting to see. Akumar has started off, as this spectator has said, with 3 constructors before building any combat units, planning to play it very defensively, which is exactly what we saw him do in the game against Barcast, where he started off with a lot of cons, no real units, and then started going up. Now, one thing is, Armada does have better early units. The Corvette Dolphins are tremendously good versus the supporters. The supporters are pretty naff. And you often see Cortex players basically start going straight into assault frigates and pretty much ignoring supporters. And that's exactly what we see Modulo now starting to do. He's got a couple of herrings for the sonar and the AA, and then going into assault frigates. Modulo using his commander, as we kind of expected here, not using it to go forward, which is what Akumar is doing, but using it to expand south, and then pretty much will probably be building a bunch of energy on this land with his commander. The Dolphins do tremendously well, especially when en masse. The torpedo does not manage to stop the dolphin, and there is a very tiny golden fish in that water. That kind of looks like a whale. I cannot zoom in on it anymore. A tiny thing. It's flapping its wing. Okay. Getting out of that. Right, as we see, along the bottom, 4 dolphins amassed with AA support coming in behind it. And supporter only for Modulo. Modulo will need more units down there. Only has this basic radar. in the base. No additional radars yet. On top of that, Modulo doesn't actually plan to build a radar here just yet. But Modulo is quite a long way forward already with his expanding con. So here's a big difference, right? Modulo's expansion is basically this, right? Whereas Akumar's expansion is... I hate it when I put that. Akumar's expansion is this. So he has the entirety of this section under his control, well, with the exception of the land mexes. So that is quite an important thing. Now, whether he's able to make the most of that is also yet to be seen. And you can see how Dolphins actually do surprisingly well versus assault frigates, especially when they get flanked. A single assault frigate not going to do too well, and this one torpedo defense actually managing to stop this Dolphin push. I honestly thought it was going to split the Dolphins up and attack, but Dolphins obviously don't have the ability to attack any of the metal extractors underground, under the water, so attack is a bit superfluous. You're not actually going to get much value from it whatsoever. Akumar making his way down the bottom does have a lot of metal in storage, so I'd be interested to see what he's planning to do with this. Just literally pumping out. Interesting. Oh, I think I know what he's doing. Right now, no, never mind. He has finished building it. I thought he'd like half built this with the intention of it slowly trickling back in, but no. Akumar with a lot of metal here, unable to use it. That's how much metal he's got. And the thing is, if he does stop to build the con turrets, then he runs out. So now getting a lot of build power in, able to go in with them and building some destroyers and assault frigates. Akumar's economy is very established at this point. Going into triple con turrets. On the opposite side here, we see the very first con turret of Modulo being built. He has a lot of titles though. When we look at the difference, we've got 900 metal advantage for Akumar at this point in time. Metal as second is neck and neck though. For now, at least. And poor Mirrored giving us their life experience of ranked. Now, there is definitely not enough assault frigates here to fight off Modulo's assault frigates. He does manage to get the con. And again, surprisingly, we see Akumar this far pushed forward. I've never seen anyone actually build like a Cerberus on this GR. I'd be interested to see how a Cerberus would do versus boats. So then boats are pretty slow. It should be relatively easy for them to do. If you haven't told, I'm a fan of Cerberuses. Oh, but as the destroyers rock up, the advantage is slightly shifting over to Akumar in that central position. Not only that, but a Grim Reaper is there ready to repair all of the ships. Not only that, but they're going to be able to res stuff if they choose to. Right now, though, it does look like they're just set to repair, and that's it. With no subs here or destroyers, this Akumar com is perfectly safe to just sit there under the water. And instantly getting all of that metal. This is not a fight that is going Modulo's way right now. This herring doing its best. Peppering them at long range. I am surprised he is eating all these rather than rezzing them. He just can't reach this one. Losing yet another herring. Army value of 12% difference. And we see that the metal produced is actually going even further in the lead now. That's a 2k metal advantage. Army value is only 1k difference at this point in time, 1.5k. So that metal is definitely going into army value for Akumar as more and more of these boats just get nommed up by that Grim Reaper. And it is proving difficult for Modulo to sustain a force. And this force of Akumar just keeps getting bigger and bigger. No pressure being applied at the bottom whatsoever. Just everything being pushed along this northern side. Is a tiny bit of pressure going on that middle, but Modulo is going to lose that fight very quickly. But Modulo's positioning here proves problematic, as Modulo's forces are going to have to swing around like this in order to get back into position. But Akumar can definitely make it to the base before those forces rock up. Now the question is how much damage are they going to be able to inflict here? A lot of these forces are damaged. Gets the energy converters, and it does look like he may fall back now. Yes. Destroyers stay alive. And how much metal has this left behind? That's almost 2k's worth of metal just outside of Modulo's base now. Modulo, though, never actually capping this metal point here. Saying that, though, Akumar never capturing these bottom 4 at all. We do see seaplanes now coming out from Akumar. They will be able to capture those bottom metal extractors as well as the bottom land metal extractors and the ones in the middle if he does build the seaplanes for that. And on top of that, we see seaplane gunships and the planes also coming out. Now, there are some herrings. Doesn't seem like he's building as many anymore. Oh, actually, I'll say that. There's 13 queued up. Yeah, the spectators calling this game to Akumar already. Now, it is kind of looking that way, to be fair. He is building quite a lot of defenses on this bottom side. Also building this heavy laser tower in range of the torpedoes, specifically to take them out. But with that, Modulo is not having any units really to stop this push. He is trying to build up a force here. It's Grim Reaper trying to sneak round the back and get that metal, but there's already... Is that one actually not called Death Cavalry? Sorry. The res sub already there, ready to eat all the metal. There's not going to be any left of it. And again, there's a bit of a problem here. Modulo's positioned forces off at the bottom. And to be honest, he kind of needs everything to defend his main base at the moment. And this is how you know it's desperate as well. Modulo attempting to build energy converters on the bottom on his own. That's how you know he's in need of more metal. And with the air about to make its way across, like this may end up being just too much for Modulo to handle. He's able to hold on for now. But as these gunships make their way over with only a single AA boat left, I feel like this is just going to be pretty much an instant GG. Yeah, these ships just getting absolutely destroyed. Assault frigates do go in.
Commander has
And Modulo
self-destructed.
knows it's over and just instantly calls the GG. Akumar victorious.
Battle ended.
Taken out a lot of the big names recently. Definitely one to be wary of. Don't forget to hit that subscribe though. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.